change the way we produce and consume energy. Which brings me to the concept of climate change. Texas has carved out a very unique position on energy and on greenhouse gas emissions. First of all, we're a national leader on energy production. We are our nation's leader when it comes to energy production, and that ought to be something we're proud of. But we're also most responsible for emitting CO2, carbon dioxide, which is most commonly cited cause of global warming. If we're the biggest in the country, compared state to state. If we were our own country, we would be the 7th in the world in terms of what we emit. At the same time, we're one of the last bastions of where leaders still blithely deny that it's a problem. We're in danger of being left behind as Washington and the rest of the world weigh solutions on how to decrease emissions and revolutionize their economies. We are in danger of being left behind. Just like with higher education. I don't just think of this as a problem that's going to cost money. I see it as lots of opportunity. And so I will be filing a package of bills that will include, among several things, first let me talk about my no regrets bill. This causes us to be involved in the first tentative steps of ending global warming. It passed the Senate last time, but we weren't able to get it out of the House. And what it is, it's a process to analyze strategies for greenhouse gas reductions and save money over the long haul. What I said on the floor of the Senate is what I thought was good about this bill was it would identify strategies that would reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but would save money as part of the strategy. So if at the end of the day, I'm wrong, and we're really not playing a role in greenhouse gas emissions, well, all I've done is save you money. And so we would have no regrets. If I'm right, then I've saved you money, and we've reduced greenhouse gas emissions. So often, let's face it, that bill also involves low-hanging fruit. So often we get talking about greenhouse gas emissions, it's always so costly, it always requires such new technology and those sorts of things. But we ought to at least be picking the low-hanging fruit, particularly if it saves you money. I'll also have a couple of other things. I think part of my package will be calling on Texas to craft a climate action plan with specific greenhouse gas emission reduction goals. I'll call on Texas to develop an inventory of greenhouse gas emissions so that we're prepared as Washington and others start discussing this. I'm going to actually call on Texas through legislation to be part of the discussion in Washington so that we can influence the accounting that goes on for reductions. We can be involved in the development of the rules that are important for Texas, like getting credit for CO2 that's used in things like enhanced oil recovery projects. I'm going to fight for the expansion of the Texas Lone Star Energy Efficiency Program. Lone Star stands for Loans to Save Taxes and Resources. And it's currently funded by the federal government, and it's administered out of the State Energy Conservation Office. And it allows public entities to apply for low interest loans to make energy efficiency upgrades where they end up saving money. I'm going to fight to increase this program in its current form so that not only do you have more public entities able to take advantage of it, but I want to see it expanded to provide low-cost fixed interest rate loans for small businesses and a rebate program for citizens who want to make energy efficiency updates to their homes.